The sky didn't roar first. It went silent, like even the wind was holding its breath, because three cities were about to meet in one impossible line. High above the earth, Tripura drifted. Not one fortress, but three. Three flying citadels forged by Asura architects with minds sharper than weapons. Walls that shone like burnished metal, moats of illusion, gates that opened into traps, and inside them the certainty of arrogance. No god can touch us. Not like this. Their boon was cruelly precise. These three cities could be destroyed only when they aligned, only in one rare moment, one heartbeat in the vast clockwork of the heavens. And so the Asuras laughed, because who can aim at a heartbeat in the sky? Down below, the Devas gathered with a fear they didn't want to admit. Indra's thunder had failed. Agni's flame had been mocked. Varuna's floods had been swallowed by those floating walls. Their prayers weren't poetic now. They were desperate. Because every day Tripura passed overhead, the earth learned a new kind of helplessness. Then Shiva stepped forward, not rushing, not angry, not even loud, just present. The kind of presence that makes pride feel small without needing to say a word. A chariot was prepared, but it wasn't wood and iron like human wars. The gods themselves became its living parts, as if surrendering their individual strengths into one focus. Earth became the chariot's base. The sun and moon became wheels. The Vedas became the horses. Meru stood as the bow. Vasuki, the great serpent, coiled into a bowstring. Each deity offered what they were, because this wasn't a battle of many weapons. It was a demand for a single, exact act. And Shiva lifted one arrow. Just one. No quiver stacked with backups. No, if this fails, try again. He held one shaft as if the universe had already agreed on the outcome. Above, the three cities began their dance, their usual drifting confidence, until the hidden math of the boon tightened. A slow approach, a narrowing gap, the sky's geometry turning into a trap for the trapped. The Devas watched the alignment drawing near and felt their hearts stumble. What if the moment passes? What if the arrow is even a breath late? What if perfection is demanded from a world that cannot hold it? Shiva drew the bow. Vasuki strained as the bowstring. Meru bent, not breaking, as if a mountain had decided to become intention. The air turned hot, not from anger, from concentration. And then the spectacle. For one heartbeat, the three flying fortresses clicked into a single straight line, like beads on an invisible thread. A once-in-an-age alignment, hanging there, so brief it could be missed by a blink. Shiva released. The arrow didn't merely fly, it became a sunstreak, a line of living fire that didn't travel through the sky so much as rewrite it. In that single instant, it pierced the first city, the second, the third, three strikes that were actually one. And the fortresses ignited all at once, mid-air, as though the heavens themselves had caught flame. The Asura's invincible walls became lanterns of their own undoing. Their boasts turned to ash before the sound of their own laughter could finish echoing. But the strangest part wasn't the burning. It was the stillness in Shiva's face after. Because Tripurantaka, destroyer of the three cities, was never only about punishment. Tripura is also the triple fort of the human being, body, mind, and ego, each capable of becoming a flying city, each capable of floating away from truth. We build high, we fortify, we become unreachable, and we call it safety. Shiva didn't rain 1,000 arrows because the problem was never not enough force. The problem was misalignment, of purpose, of humility, of the inner worlds that refused to face the light. When the three cities aligned, Shiva's one arrow was enough. So here is the wisdom only this burning sky can teach. When your body, your mind, and your pride line up behind what is real, even one honest act becomes divine fire.